Hi, so this tutorial is regarding how to fill up the admission form, and there are two other documents inside your package. So first of all, we are going to fill up our application or admission form. So as you can see, in the starting it is given academic session. So here I think you have to write it's 2023-24 in the starting, because it's our session for 2023 and 24. Now when we come up to the important instructions, so here it is written, please go through the student's rule book or instruction booklet and informative brochure very carefully. So it's nothing. Now next, coming to the second point, use only black or blue ballpoint or gel pen to complete the application form. So you have to keep in your mind, only you can use your blue or black pen, and again you can only use the capital letters to fill this particular form, and only use the English language to complete. Now wherever the bracket is given, you have to tick right or wrong, and if is such type of block is given, so according to the point which is given above the block, we have to write accordingly. Now let's say in the third column, here it is given that we have to write the name of the applicant. So here we have to write the name of the applicant. Let's say your name is Bhim. Okay, so it's Chota Bhim. So you have to write that CHOTA, and just leave a blank between your name and surname. And let's say his name is Chota and his surname is Bhim. Okay, so that will be BHEEM. Okay, now when we comes to the father's name, the same pattern you have to follow. Just write the name of your father, leave a blank. If there is a middle name, then write that particular middle name, and after completing again leave a blank, and then just write the last name. Same goes with the mother's name also. Now state of domicile, so I think here we all are from the Madhya Pradesh, so you have to write Madhya. Just again leave a blank, and that will be Pradesh. Okay, and in the next column you have to write your date of birth, which is followed by DDMMYY. So that will be the date of your birth. Then you have to continue, don't leave any blank in between, then write your month, and after that write the subsequent year in which you were born. I think gender is self-explanatory. Now when it comes to the category, if you belong to the any of the caste group, let's say you are Hindu, so just write H, then I, then N, then D, and then U. So this is our ninth point. When coming to the study center, just write Ratlam here, RATLA and M. Okay, then when we come to the course for which you are applying, so let's say if you are in class 6, so just take your this particular point that you belong to class 6th or 7th, 8th, whatever you are in. Then when coming to the shift, that is in morning and evening, so currently in this particular session we are not providing any of the shift in the morning, so that in this particular column we have to take evening part. Now when it comes to the board, if you belong to CBSE, then you have to take this particular column, and after that if you are not belonging to the CBSE part, then just if you are from the MP board, just take this particular part. And if you are ICSE or any other board, just write here medium of the instruction, which is Drona. So in Drona, so currently we are only providing English, so you have to take in the English column. Now when we come to the address, so that is very simple. I think you can just write your house number or street in which you belong, then the area, colony, city, town, post office. So that will be Ratlam, because we belong to city, and that will be Ratlam. And Tehsil, Taluka, that will be again Ratlam. And when we come to the district, it is again Ratlam. State is Madhya Pradesh, as already explained above. When we come to the country, so you have to just write India. And telephone, that is landline number. If any of the landline number is applicable to your form, just write the code, that is 741 and 74. That will be 1 and 2. Then just leave a column, and again you can just write, let's say your number is 223344. So at that particular time you can just write that. And when we come to the pin code, I think all students might be knowing that it is 4, 5, 7, then 0, 0, and last one will be 1. Mobile number, that is very strictly you have to follow this particular column. If you don't have your personal mobile number, just leave it as it is. Then again, coming to the mobile number of your father, you have to just write the mobile number of your father only, no other number shall be there. And mobile number of your mother, then Aadhaar number which is applicable for you, that you have to write. When coming on to the email ID, you can just provide the email ID of your yourselves, that is of the student. The email ID of father and mother is not required. If it is, so you can write, you don't have to leave blank, but if it is not there, it is totally fine. Then the Aadhaar number of the parents, anyone that would be comfortable, I think. It can be of the father or it can be of the mother. Okay, then next, coming on to the column number 17. So have your any real brother or sister ever studied in Drona Academy? So you have to just take yes or no. So you have to take it, and if it is not applicable, just take it no and leave the column and move to the point number 18. If it is applicable that your real brother or sister is studying in Drona Academy currently, or they have already studied and moved out, so you have to just provide the name, their roll number, which is not applicable. I think we have not provided any of the roll number till the last session. Then last academic session, you have to write what is the relation that you have to write. Is it your brother or sister? Then the class which they are currently pursuing, or we can say the class, if they have not, if they are not continuing over in Drona Academy, so just write the class till which they have continued. Course name, so that will be, I think you can write your class itself, in which class he or she was pursuing, and just leave the column for the final batch and the examination qualified, that is not required. Now when we come to the 18 point, details of the siblings studying currently in the Drona Academy. So here what you are going to do, if you there is no real brother or sister which is currently studying, but you have any of your siblings, let's say brother or sister, so you can provide the name, the relationship which is currently that will be applicable here, the class and the stream. You can just write if they are in 11th and 11th or 12th. So there you can write the stream that they belong to the science, maths, or accountancy part. Now, to the point 19, when we move, you have to write the father's occupation and their name of the organization. If they are working, they are having a job, so you have to write the name. The designation means here that the at what post they are currently at, and city and state, that will be Ratlam and Madhya Pradesh for most of the student, and the contact number of your father that you have already provided, I think, in the upper column. So you can just write the same number here. When we come to the mother's occupation, so you can here just write housewife if she is currently a housewife, and the name of the organization, that will be left blank, designation will be left blank, city and state, contact number, the same thing will be followed. Now, when moving on to the 20th point, past 3 academic performance including current year in school or board examination. So if you are, let's say, pursuing for class 10th, so just write your class 9th, that is the year of passing out, in the next column, the name of the school from which you have finished your examination, city, that will be again Ratlam, district Ratlam, state will be MP, you can just write MP here. Here your board will be MPS, CBSE or MP board, or ICSE, whichever is applicable. Then just provide your percentage, that how much you got there. Just remember, do not provide any of the fake percentage, because you have to provide the xerox of your last year mark sheet, so that would be verified at that particular time. And when we move to the next, I think only one will be more than enough. Now, when moving on to the second or the third part, so if you do remember and you do have the mark sheet, you can definitely fill the column for the second and the third part. And in the point number 22, you can write your hobbies or achievements, if any, in your school, if you have achieved something, or you are at I think if you are at the state level, or we can say the national level, if you have played any of the sports or in the academics, so you can write here. Now next will be the declaration and undertaking, that you have to read by yourselves at carefully before completing this particular form. And after that, you have to provide your signature, that will be the sole signature of the student, date, that will be the date of submission on which date you are submitting the form, place will be Ratlam, the signature of the parent and guardian. you have to strictly read all the points which is given, and after that we are recommending to sign this particular document. Then the date and the place, again that will be the date of the submission, and the place that would be of Ratlam. And again, if your parent has already given the name above in the above column, and they have already I think signed there, so there is no need to follow the last column of the guardian. But if it is not, I think if father or mother is not currently at your place, so you can provide the details of the guardian, so name and the address, mobile number, and what is the relationship with the student. So this is how we are going to complete our admission form. Now let us move on to the fee refund policy of Drona Academy. So that first of all, we have to see the schedule of the 9th and the 10th class, so you can clearly see what are the details which are being given. So admission fees, first installment, second installment, and then third installment. So we are also providing lab in this particular session, which would be operational from the 15th of June to the 1st of July, anywhere in between. So that would be charge extra, that is 1000 for the whole year. And if IT charges are applicable, so at that particular time, that would be 2000 extra. And here is the small breakup of the charges. So that would be 15,000 in all. Here we are going to continue all our 4 subjects, that will be math, science, social, and English. Hindi will not be included, and lab charges is not included in 15,000. So if you are opting for the lab, then you have to provide us 6,000 for the admission fee and 1,500 for the lab charges initially. Then moving on to the next part, just read it carefully. Every student of Drona Academy who is going to register with us, they need a security deposit of rupees 4,000, that would be only acceptable in the name of check, and that will be applicable. And you have to carefully write the name, that is DRONASCADEMY. Fill this particular part very carefully. Now it will be refunded whenever student withdraws from the institute after clearing all his dues. So that check is only for the security purpose, that is not going to the bank in any of these circumstances. But if any of the students do not clear his dues till the last, then that particular check will be sent to the bank for the clearance. Whatever amount is due to the academy will be collected, and rest will be refunded to the respective account. Next, a student will be charged for the entire course, selective irrespective of the date of joining. So, okay, it is self-explanatory. Then third point, student can withdraw his application from institute anytime. Okay, so after paying the admission fee and after enrolling, so if you do not feel comfortable with the teaching of the Drona Academy or any of the aspect, you can definitely withdraw anytime from Drona Academy. And at that particular time, your lab charges half will be refunded back, and IT charges will be fully refunded in that circumstances. No refund of fees is applicable if a student is dismissed from the academy. Now if any student is creating chaos in the academy or creating trouble, and if he or she is dismissed from the academy at that particular time, no refund policy will be applicable strictly. Then next, authority signature, here we are going to sign, and we are going to provide the date. Now moving on to the refund policy which the Drona Academy is currently having, that is applicable for the session 23-24. After submitting of the admission fee, 0 to 7 days, within 0 to 7 days, if you wish to withdraw the application, only the amount of 1,500 would be deducted from 6,000, and rest of the amount will be refunded back to the parents. Next, that is 8 to 15 days. So within 8 to 15 days, if you are not feeling comfortable, amount of 2,000 will be deducted. 16 to 30 days, 2,500 will be deducted. 31 to 45, 3,500 will be deducted. 45 to 60, that means till 2 months, if between 1.5 month and 2 months, if a student is not comfortable and withdrawing, so 4,500 will be deducted and rest amount will be refunded. After 2 months completing successful in the academy, no refund will be initiated if the student is moving out of the academy from the admission part, admission fee. Now next, let us move on to the note part. Collect the pre-formatted application of the fee refund from the institute fee counter and fill it completely. So that is very necessary, that no student is all the students are requested that for the refund you have to fill the application form. No WhatsApp message or email or any of the verbal communication will be accepted for the refund. So for the refund, you have to fill the form which is already given in the package which we have provided. So complete it and submit the filled in return application along with the attachment whatever it takes. Refund application considered only if the student applied through the pre-formatted refund number of days. Okay, so you can read that particular part. That is not that much necessary, so you can just read and move on to the next part. So next, we are not explaining what is the fee refund application form currently. Those students who are not comfortable and moving out at that particular time, we are going to explain that how you have to fill the form, or through what means you can get your refund back. So that are the three forms which are already been given to the students in the form of package, and after receiving package you have 3 days to submit it back. Thank you.